Hello, this is Michelle Johnston, aka Monarch Mariposa from Monarch Mentoring, the place where you come to be uplifted and for creative expression. And today we're just going to do a simple art journaling activity around the idea of letting go and releasing. It is the perfect time for this because we had the full moon last night, which actually inspired me to do this today. When the energy of the full moon is around, it's a perfect time to do some releasing. Now, if you happen to be watching this video and it's not a full moon, because it's a later date that you're watching it, that's okay. There's never a bad time to let go of things that no longer serve you. So, the first thing you're going to do is go and gather a few art materials, very simple. And actually the whole idea is you're going to do what you can where you are with what you have. Okay, so we're not going to overthink this. We're not going to say, I'm not an artist and I don't have any art materials. Or okay, so let's see what you can do. Okay, if you have an art journal, grab it. Great. If not, grab a piece of paper. Okay, if you have art materials, grab them. If not, grab a pencil or a pen. It's that simple. Okay? So you're going to get your materials. If you can, find a round object that you can trace because we're going to create a full moon. I chose one that fit nicely in my art journal, and then I have room around it to write as well. So you have to look at the size of what you have and choose accordingly. All right? Once you have your materials, you're going to find a spot somewhere where you have the opportunity to not be interrupted or have as few interruptions as possible. Sometimes it's hard when you have small children. And just a place where you feel comfortable creating. You can light a candle if you want. You can make yourself a cup of tea. Or you can just do what you want where you are. And, if their interruptions are inevitable, then don't let it stop you, okay? Keep going. You can do it. So get yourself materials. Find yourself a good spot to create. Allot yourself an amount of time, okay, according to your schedule. It can take 5 minutes. It can take 5 hours. Right? You don't necessarily all have to do it all at once either. It can be done over a period of time. So you're simply going to trace your circle to create your moon. I'm going to show you two different things that I've done with this. Okay. Same process, different materials, so it's a different look. The other night I created a full moon and I was in bed. It was late. And I just grabbed the things that were close to me, which were my Crayola markers and some colorful pens, which I bought at the dollar store. And this is how it turned out, okay? So not every page in my art journal is full of color, and that's okay with me. If it's not okay with you, then don't do it, but it's okay with me because the whole idea is it's really all about the process. It's not about the end product. If your end product looks beautiful and you have time to create beautiful end products, awesome. That's even better. It's like a bonus. But really the whole idea behind this is that you are getting information from your subconscious out onto the paper. So these are thoughts and feelings and beliefs that you've been holding, and you may not even be aware that you've been holding them, and they've been affecting your life. So creating takes us into another space where these things come out, and half the time we don't even know that they're in there to begin with. Okay, so once you've got yourself set up, you've got your circle traced, you can create a colorful background if you would like to. This background here was created with watercolor markers. These ones are called Tombos. Now, I just bought these a couple weeks ago. They're pretty new, and I decided to treat myself. Before this, I just would have used pencil crown or marker whatever I have on hand, like I said. These are pretty fun. So what I did with these was this circle or the moon, I just used red and pink. I colored it in. Then I used a wide paintbrush and some clear water, and I blended the colors together. Then I extended outside the circle to create that glow around the moon. Okay. Then I used 2 shades of blue and just squiggled around the outside, and again used water and blended the colors to cover any white spaces on the page. Just knowing that watercolor markers, whatever lines you create, are going to stay there. Unless there's another process, which I haven't discovered yet, where you can do it and blend it right away so that line disappears, but I haven't discovered that yet. Okay, so if you're picky about lines, don't do that. Okay, if you're picky about lines, get yourself some watercolor paint. Also be aware that if you're using watercolor, it's going to bleed through, potentially, depending on the type of journal that you have. So leave empty pages before and after this, which you can come back and create something over top of later, but it will bleed through. So if you have a beautiful piece of work there that you don't want to get ruined, flip the page. Okay? So you're simply going to write the words I release, or I am willing to let go of, or just let go. And I want you to really meditate on those words. So just take a big deep breath in. And whatever comes to your mind first, let it come. Don't judge it. It's all good. Your higher self is telling you this is something that is not serving you in your life anymore, and it's time. This is not always easy, and you will find, I have found that, I am repeatedly letting go of certain things. It doesn't happen like that at the snap of a finger. I wish it did. But at least we're bringing it up to our awareness, and then it's easier to let go of once we're actually aware of it. Okay? So the trick is not to judge what comes up. Okay? So just the first idea that comes to your mind, you're going to write it down. Now, as you're writing it, you can there's a few things you can do. You can picture that these things are literally going into your page. Your page is soaking it up for you. And in that sense, you are literally letting go. It's taking it for you, and it's leaving your energy field. Okay? Another thing you can do is, we've had a rainy, windy day. The remnants were up in Canada, and it's been the remnants of Hurricane Patricia, and I've been saying prayers for the people in Mexico this whole time. So bless those who were affected by it. But the rain here today and the wind actually serves us very well for releasing. So you can picture the rain actually washing this stuff away, or you can picture the wind blowing it away for you, and that can feel really good too. So a few ideas there. You can let the rain wash it away, you can let the wind blow it away, or you can let it just sink into this page and leave you and go into the page. Okay? So it could be things like jealousy. Maybe you've had some jealousy going on and you're ready to let go of jealousy. It could be the need for control. Could be the thought, I don't deserve. It could be anger. Anger doesn't serve you ever. I know that. It could be I release feelings of insecurity, unhealthy health habits. How about that one? Maybe for me personally, too much coffee, not enough water. I know that's a big one. So that'll be down on my journal. Often it's limiting beliefs and thoughts. So things like I can't, I don't deserve, I'm not worthy. It's time to let those go, because you do deserve and you are worthy. We all are. So whatever comes to you, fill the page, write down as little or as much that comes. Don't overthink it. Let just whatever comes, write it down. But do be aware of when it does come up, and when you do write it down, are you resisting it? Does it feel good to let that go, or are you like, oh, I'm not ready to let that go yet? And just be aware of that. And like for me with coffee, I'm like holding on to that coffee because I really enjoy my coffee. But I'm going to acknowledge that it's not always great for my body. I'm finding myself dehydrated, so I can find ways around it. And I'm willing to do that for now. So I think, that's a simple activity. One more thing I do want to say is, when you bring these things up, I want you to, before you let them go, thank them, because they have served a purpose in your life. Whether they were joyful experiences or painful experiences, they were there to serve a purpose in your life. And so before you let them go, just thank them for what they've done to get you to where you are today. Okay? And know that you are loved, you're not alone, and you can contact me on Facebook if you would like. Monarch Mariposa, send me a private message if you're struggling with something. And I think that's it for today. I'm going to leave you with my website address, which is monarchmentoring.wordpress.com. On Facebook, Monarch Mentoring or Monarch Mariposa. On Twitter, Monarch Mariposa 1. I'll post these all at the bottom. I would love to have any feedback or questions or anything like that posted below the video. Feel free to share what you came up with. If you're feeling called to do that, that's great. We'd be happy to share. My goal is to create a supportive community where we're all supporting each other. And sharing our stories is so powerful when we're supporting each other on our journeys. So blessings to you all. My wish is that you feel so much lighter after doing this activity and ready to move forward in a newer, fresher, better way. Okay? Blessings, and we'll see you soon. Bye for now.